I was bummed New Way was canceled tonight.
Yeah.
I want to stop by later, yeah.
I was all into it.
Same.
I don't know. I'm kind of freaked out about going there ever since that like guy attacked those 2 girls in the parking lot and stole their car.
Holy shit, my dad sent me that.
Yeah,
He's like, see?
The guy was from some guy from Mount Clemens drove to New Way.
1 second. What have you want to clap?
Sure.
Clap. Boom. All right. Keep going.
Okay. Some guy drove from Mount Clemens, and like these girls like were in their car, and then like basically like accused them of like almost hitting their car, or almost hitting his car, and then he just started like assaulting them. He knocked one of the girls out.
Tried to steal her car, right?
Yeah, and then when they got out of the car to like get help, like they were literally like screaming for help. The guy like took the car and drove off and then crashed it a few miles down. And so they were able to arrest him. Like they were able to get him on site for like possession of a stolen vehicle. And
is it a guy we've seen at New Way before? Is it
I've never seen him before.
It was on a Thursday night, I think.
Yeah.
So not the usual crowd.
Yeah, whenever I've gone in there and it's not a Monday, I feel
unsafe.
So old too.
Yeah?
Like it feels like a frat party.
It
like,
does.
It like indescribably. Like
yeah.
Like well, because there's beer pong first off and ping pong or whatever like
That's
that.
true. Yeah. I like. Why don't they have that set up on comedy? Oh, because it would be, I guess we wouldn't have room to do.
No,
for an audience.
If they're already not paying attention.
I know.
Yeah.
Might as well fucking throw that in the mix.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
There's a whole like ping pong tournament happening where it's like, what's the deal with Jeeps? Like, who gives a fuck?
Or maybe it could be like an Ocho commentary. Like all of the comedians just have to like riff it.
That'd be fun. Yeah. On weekends or on days where there's no one there. Is this for me? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Normally I don't really like Two Hearted, but like I'm drinking it now and it's honestly kind of hitting the spot.
Honestly, it's not bad.
But it like helps your tum tum sometimes. Like, sometimes if my tum tum is not doing well, because my mom used to actually have me do like shots of bitters.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But I didn't even realize it was alcoholic.
Yeah. You're like medicine.
Because it's so gross. Yeah. Like that you wouldn't even. You're like, oh, it just goes in alcoholic.
I think so. I was having like weird like acid reflux and like just like indigestion. Mm-hmm. So like this is like feeling good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes like the heaviness of it is kind of nice.
It
in
is.
your stomach. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like instead of having like a bunch of bread.
Yeah. Just this.
It does.
With less nutrition.
Yeah. I actually did used to do that diet and it like kind of worked. Like I didn't have any carbs other than alcohol.
Beer.
Wait, I did that summer of 2020. I lived with my dad. And I literally just lived off of, like, White Claws and, like, the occasional food. And then I would swim laps in his pool because I had nothing else to do.
Oh, there you go.
I was so small with a six-pack.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, swimming?
Yeah.
Swimming's the ultimate.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It was, like, one of those, like really long summers where it was, like, it got really hot in the spring and it stayed hot until, like, mid-September.
Yeah.
So, like, literally
that's the new Michigan weather.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's how it is now.
Global warming.
We love it. Yeah.
On Saturday, I had to drive with my windows down to the Indy because my car got too hot.
Oh yeah, it was like almost 60.
Like and at the yeah,
it's fucking. That's insane.
I didn't even have like my heat on or anything. I just was like, my car's so hot and stuffy, and I rolled the windows down, and like I literally had a moment where I was on the highway driving with my windows down, and I was like, we're all gonna die soon, and then I just turned Suicide Boys up.
There you go. But sometimes that's all you can do.
Like I literally was just like, no, we're all gonna die so soon.
Even though it's good weather, that still made you think that.
Yeah, because it should not be that warm in late December in Michigan.
Yeah,
and that's why where I'm like, we're all going to die soon, and then that's when I blasted Suicide Boys, and I was like, one last pick, and I'll be gone.
It pisses me off though, because I'm like, what am I supposed to wear? Like, I've been wearing sweaters for weeks straight. Right.
It's still
now I gotta check the Weather Channel
outside.
first. No, it's really not that bad.
I had a sweater on earlier,
I didn't wear a
and
coat.
I had to change out of it because I like just being like in not my house, being in Shara's house. I was like just walking around. I was like, I'm hot. I'm already hot. I'm gonna hate this.
Fucking nuts. It's gonna get super cold at the end of the week. So
I know I feel like a bad mom because like we got tickets for the zoo lights because like because 4-month-olds aren't into anything other than bright lights. That's their only hobby.
That's their
interest,
absolutely.
Like, right? So
I might be a 4-month-old.
Yeah. No, they don't even acknowledge other babies really. She just started to acknowledge pets the other day. It was super cute. She like reached out to Sparky, but then she quickly grabbed his hair. I'm like, oh no,
you're like, no.
That's how kids get bit.
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
Oh no, he kept like licking all over her.
Yeah.
It is so
That's
cute.
so sweet.
I know.
Do you think that's why adults go to like raves? Because they're like lights, pretty colors.
Yes,
Yeah. Our
I-
lizard brains love that shit.
Yes.
Like, yeah. And the noise, the bass that like feel it in our bones.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That was
I
my
like it.
that'd be my ideal job if that was still, but unfortunately that's not a job in the States.
Wait,
it's
what
like,
is it?
Like making pretty glow toys.
Oh yeah.
I would make pretty if that could be my job.
Yeah.
Just like I design circuits for pretty glow toys.
That
I
sounds
would
like
be,
a good career. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, it'd be a good. I mean, there's a big, like Basehead and Wook community, like all over the place.
Cheaper
Wait, what is
over
Wook?
over in China and all that, so that's where all it gets designed.
Oh,
Like I couldn't
yeah.
even live off of that salary. Like it'd be.
That's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it could be good. It could be like a fun like side hustle and like just a good like if you
Yeah.
wanted to do like a project that was just for you and it was like, oh, I make these things and like I go to like little shows and I sell it. Like that would be really fun. Or if you had like a little Etsy shop and like
Yeah, that could be cute. Yeah.
yeah, because like
Little
I feel
side
like
thing.
as I don't know, society I feel is like kind of split where it's like people are either like super for like the fast fashion, Temu, Shein, all that stuff, or they're super against it. And like
I don't know, man. It kind of depends.
I feel in the middle.
Yeah.
I personally have I don't want to say I'm better than you, but I am because I've never ordered from Shein and I've never ordered from Temu.
I mean, no,
Good
you're
for
better
you.
than me
I've
for
never
that.
done from Temu, but
Nah, me neither, Temu, but Shein, I
I've
used to
done a
fucking.
couple here and there.
But I do own things from Shein because my friends will order a bunch of because it's like $2 shirts. So they'll be like, I don't know what size I am.
Secondhand evil. That doesn't count.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
I thrifted it.
Yeah.
It's like supporting your bad boyfriend. It doesn't count as you
because
being
it's second
bad.
hand.
It's
Yeah,
second
exactly.
hand.
Secondhand.
You're not the one doing it. You're just kind of condoning it.
I basically still thrifted.
We didn't do it though.
You
It.
thrifted. You
I
still
did-
thrifted.
I still thrifted, and I'm being thrifty and eco-conscious.
Exactly.
I think it counts.
Like one of my favorite shirts that I own is a Shein shirt that Shara gave me because she bought 2 of the same size and 1 in a different size.
I do the same. I used to do the same thing when I would order from there. You buy just 2 different sizes and just fucking
they're
hope
cheap.
one of them fits. Yeah, and then just
Which is
sell the other one.
horrible.
Yeah.
Which I'll
Horrible.
depop the other ones. I'll sell them on Depop or whatever. But like,
I'm too lazy to sell on Depop. That's why I have to be so careful.
What's Depop?
you got a girl pop. It is. It's like you have Poshmark or like.
Oh yeah, Poshmark.
It's like that.
It's like
basically.
that.
Yeah.
But like it's Depop, I fear is just more snotty.
Is it? You think? I used to have Poshmark, but it's been so long.
Depop feels like Poshmark feels very like closer to eBay to me.
Yeah.
Whereas Depop feels like I have this vintage Rolling Stones shirt. Like it feels like that. It
Dude,
feels like
I do have to tag everything as Y2K when I sell it because these stupid little bitches don't know.
yeah.
Even
and, it's, like,
and it gets so
objectively
much
not.
more traffic and
It's
it,
really not.
and like oh my god, it's Y2K, like yeah, sure,
Oh,
whatever
I have
you
so
want it
much
to be.
Y2K shit. I should
Dude,
definitely like.
You could make money on there.
I've hoarded so many shirts.
Or you
'cause,
could
Yes.
like, yeah.
give it.
Give it. Yeah.
You could make a donation to the Skylar Courtney Fund.
There you go.
We should do like a swap thing. We should do. Like,
Honestly,
a
that
little
would be
convenience.
Oh my gosh.
because I have so much shit I gotta get rid of. Like
Female Comics
and
clothing
see-
swap. I would love
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
So much
That would be
shit I
cool.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
But it's like it's not like it's
we
That's
could
a
do
good
it to
idea.
promote the podcast. Oh, we should do this. So,
Oh.
welcome to
we never
our
it was
new
just a cold-
podcast.
We just
This is
went
the
right
cold
into it.
open. Yeah, this will probably happen. This is the
It
first
was-
episode of Kung Pao and Puff Girls. All right, there's a lot of names that were taken. That's the one we landed
that's
on.
the one. Yeah, okay.
It just
Kung-
portrays the
Wait,
fact
what is it? Kung Pao Puff Girls?
Pao in Puff.
Kung Pao and Puff Girls. Okay, I'm
right?
down. All right.
Because we are stoner chicks that occasionally eat Chinese food, and we will
Yes.
talk shit with each other
Yes.
every week.
I love
Yes.
that.
So before
Yes.
New Way.
I'm
There you go.
stoner adjacent.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're an
stoners-
honorary stoner.
You're honorary
yeah.
stoner because you entertain our ideas, stone.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't
And-
feel weird talking to her when I'm super stoned.
No, and there's some people I don't like being stoned around, and like you are not. You don't make me feel weird at all.
Yeah.
I think it's because like my dad's like obviously a super big like stoner and stuff.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like
maybe.
I grew up
that's
with
it.
like a constantly like high dad, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
it's like
So
fine.
you're like, all right, this
This
is.
is what.
Well,
like my
yeah,
child,
if we just
yeah.
want to be like, you're like, it's okay. You can still be in the conversation
Yeah.
silently.
It's
Like,
okay, yeah. You can stare. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's like I still want to be here.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to say.
Yeah. Sometimes I just don't literally have nothing to say, and it's okay to not have anything to say.
It
Sometimes.
is okay.
It is.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
because
I wish some male
don't
comedians would
shut
realize
up,
that.
and that's
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah.
That's tea. It's cute when I don't shut up, but when they do it, I'm like
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's okay
Well,
when you
that's
do it.
why I like this podcast dynamic because
Yeah.
I feel like we're all the type that will stop talking when somebody else
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like, I feel like it's natural for there to be some, like, because we all kind of have ADHD too. We're all like fucking, you know, like
but
that
it's
happens.
Never disrespectful.
Exactly.
It's never disrespectful.
Right.
Like if someone's like in the middle of a story, I'm not gonna be like, oh, but like that's awful. Like I know when to listen and chime in.
Quick comments.
Yeah.
Quick comments while somebody's doing a story.
Yes.
Absolutely acceptable.
Oh, that reminds me of my story, actually.
Yeah,
and then just fucking,
to completely derail someone's conversation is so it's so egregious. I hate it so much.
Yeah, we're not talking about anybody else's podcast.
No.
Never.
It's totally random.
No, we're cool.
Yeah,
that's the clip.
Like
That's the clip.
There it is.
Send it.
That's the clip. Send it.
Chicken Sundays.
Yeah, chicken Sandies. I remember that one.
So in like the pandemic, I like got. I don't know if you can envision it, but I like became like huge into mountain biking.
Okay.
I was like a very big mountain bike girl.
That's so random. I can see. Like you have an underlying outdoorsy vibe to you.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like, but I think it's because it's like you kind of have that like not like hippie, but like I could see you walking around barefoot.
I love walking around barefoot.
Yep,
actually.
exactly.
That tracks.
Yeah,
I think.
if anybody look at these are Hobbit feet.
For free?
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, for free.
That's gonna be the
free.
paywall.
Damn it!
It's gonna be on the Patreon. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my. Actually, there's this one video I posted. I did to Bo Burnham's White Woman's Instagram, that song.
Yeah.
And I was like outside barefoot, like playing with my contact staff.
Yeah.
And just because I was barefoot, and you can barely see my feet, really. A bunch of people sent me comments saying that they wanted feet pics. This is real.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I was like,
what the fuck?
I wasn't like emphasizing them or trying on
like
shoes.
I'm just existing here in my natural form.
Yeah.
What do you?
I think it's like the barefoot on the grass maybe gets them.
They're like, ooh, they're nice and
They're
dirty
so
for
dirty.
me. Yeah. Let me see the soles of your feet.
They like the natural feet.
I used to have guys ask me to like
weird.
send them pictures, but it was like I would have to lay it on my belly and have like my soles like up, like I was a girl kicking my feet.
Oh,
that's not. I mean, that could
cute.
be worse. It could be a lot worse.
It was cute.
If you like feet from that perspective, I get it because it's
I don't
kind
know,
of like
that
a cute little dainty.
Almost
thing.
seems worse to me.
Really?
Yes. It's like they want like it's child. You know, they're like, ooh, like that's.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's
maybe
just
it
Skylar
wasn't.
And I are oblivious.
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
I was like, oh my gosh, this freaky old man just wants to see a cute picture of my face with my feet
like,
in a widow background.
He
said,
like,
this
and you're
is
like
so
children though. We're like,
you're like, yeah,
that is the thing that children.
I mean, I get that's better than like seeking out actual like trauma porn, but still,
true.
you know, it's got the undertones.
If you're gonna be creepy, at least be a creep with adults who can consent. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, if you're gonna just do harm,
then
like,
get the fuck out of here.
It's lesser of
kill
two
yourself.
evils.
Yeah.
It's like it's. You know what? The modern day trolley problem is just what feet pics.
What?
Really descend. That's a modern day trolley problem.
Oh my god.
That would break whoever invented the trolley problem's brain. They would be like, "What
I
is
did
that?"
not mean it for this.
Their shirts are hitting.
What are you talking about? These
Who would-
PDF files.
PDF files. I hate that.
I
hate it
know.
so much.
There's even there's a more like daintier term for it even.
Is there the PDF file?
Yes, it's like underdeveloped like lover or so, like it's like some
that's-
Latin,
I hate
like,
that.
Somehow
No,
worse
don't
than
give,
child
like,
porn.
don't give them a
amorous
therapy
yes.
name.
Yeah.
Don't give them a
Exactly.
therapy
It was like
Yeah.
a therapy name.
Don't let them in. Yeah.
No. Don't.
No.
Sickos die.
Yeah. Fucking perverts.
Yeah,
That's what you.
perverts.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel
We already have. We've had a name for that for a long
We
time.
could have like a leper island for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Epstein's Island. I think that was.
Exactly.
I think that's what we. Yeah.
We can turn it into a Guantanamo Bay-esque
There you
scenario,
go.
only without the torture. It's just the torture is that there's no young people on the island.
Exactly.
like it's just a bunch of
Do what you
old
want
men that
with
only
each other.
like it's just
Exactly.
like old men in like pigtails being like, "It's your turn today, sport."
Wasn't
your
that
turn
the
to be the
goal
little
for
girl.
Australia? Wasn't that Australia's like entire goal? Was just
Was
like
it?
get the bad people away?
Well, bad people being
And put them with the
people
spiders.
that like didn't pay taxes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, so
Wait,
it's mostly
really?
Just yeah. So
I'm not aware of this.
yeah, that's
history.
why Australia's so
it was a
fucked
penal,
up.
a penal colony they called it.
Why do they
Penis
talk like
colony?
that
Yeah,
then?
but it's like basically their jails were over flooded because they kept putting people in jail that couldn't pay their taxes and like were in debt and
Oh.
stuff like that. So it just got like crazy over flooded. Crazy.
Wait, where did
I
they're so
know,
crazy? Where did they get sent from?
England.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically all the England surplus prisoners.
Yeah.
Populated
So
Australia.
why do they sound like that? What those accents?
Because they're
are
fucked
like,
up and weird people.
Because they're like kind of British, but like not.
Well, it's hypothesized that the southern accent is because it's like British, but just a little bit removed. Huh. So it's like I think it's like you see like if there's like a little scroll like dial, it goes like England. Australia southern accent.
Oh. Interesting,
right? You can kind of see here.
I could see
they're
it.
the middle of the Venn diagram.
Yeah, of like southern accent and British.
Because they like in similar to the South, they deal with like big crazy wild animals.
Yeah.
Like the South in the U.S. and then they have like mullets and shit and drink too much.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically.
And there's a lot of like racism too, right? With like indigenous people and stuff, right?
Dude, Floyd and I just watched on. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No,
about it, yeah.
No, so Floyd and I just watched last night. It's like a new show called like Why Would You Ask That?
Yeah.
And so they have different like episodes, different groups of people, right? But like they just have basically like Reddit questions. So just like the most like obvious questions that we all maybe want to ask groups of people.
Yeah.
But it's all Australian based, right?
Okay.
So one of them was indigenous persons. It's so crazy. Like it's just like a whole different culture. And like you'll have to watch it, but like
that is interesting. What's it called again?
It's called Why Would You Ask That?
Why Would You Ask That?
I think it's on Netflix.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, but
that's really interesting, actually. Yeah.
But the indigenous people, they go all the way from looking super super white to super super like there's like a huge like diversity. Well, I mean, just kind of like in the United States, there's a big
that's true.
diversity.
Yeah.
You know, of like how they like look like and stuff like that, but they were like they have their own N-word basically because we were like trying
like
to
in
understand.
Australia.
Yeah, so like black fella, I guess is fine to say.
Yeah,
like but you say it about an indigenous person, they're like little black fella, like something like that. But
it's like a slur.
But if you say fellow, like it's something different. We're like that's their.
Interesting.
That's their N-word.
Like, you're like, oh, okay.
It's like if
the hard W.
It's like if kindergartners learned about racism.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're gonna say this naughty word and we're gonna change it a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like baby racism. Yeah.
Baby racism.
Yeah.
That's the sequel to Baby Reindeer.
I mean, we always just call
baby racism.
I think I've seen so much like baby racism just being like calling people chocolate and vanilla, but like that's just I don't.
Just your run of the mill.
I think that a lot of it is more like not like malice. It's just like observational because they're kids trying to navigate the world.
Yeah.
Like I mean, some of it's like but like you can't fault like kids for being like weird because they have like I don't know. Sometimes they'll have like racist parents and they don't know any better, and sometimes it is just truly like observational and like they don't mean to be offensive and they're just like. There's different types of people, and I don't know how to articulate that. You know what I mean?
Well, right. Like understanding that. I think it's mostly about understanding that your viewpoint of the world is limited.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I think
you just get this one little like your own little corner perspective.
This is what I know, and I don't want to go outside of that. You know, a larger world viewpoint scares me. Basically, I want my world to be smaller.
Exactly.
I feel like that's where a lot of that.
It is. It's like like rooted in fear, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All racism is inherently rooted in fear.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's why like it's usually like. Marginalized white people that are like the most racist because it's like something that they can hold above somebody else when they feel like they're below everything else.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that actually makes so much sense. Yeah.
We talk about deep shit on this podcast.
I know. I'm sorry, and I'm like on I'm picking up. My mom's picking up an order for me, and she's there right now. So I have to. I'm sorry.
What order?
Just my
mom.
I just buy stupid shit from Target, and my mom's like, "I'm gonna go to Target. Do you want me to pick it up for you?" And I'm like, "Yes, please."
That's so nice. I know.
My mom also texted me. I kid you not, 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, we all have overbearing mothers. That's cute.
Aww,
it's so cute.
It is cute.
My mom just said, "Hi, angel face, sparkle emoji, smile with the hearts emoji, sparkle emoji, and then a GIF of someone opening a window and going checking in."
Do you want to talk about the picture?
What picture?
What picture?
The indie picture?
That picture.
I'm just wondering how your mom's reaction.
That picture is hot.
Yes.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to talk about
I laughed fairly hard at it.
Okay.
Project Indie.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay.
That's such a good caption too.
Because so literally one of the main reasons that I got a boob job, and I swear this ties into the Instagram thing.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons I got a boob job is because from a young age, the movie Project X came out when I was 12 or 13.
Yeah.
I watched that movie and I saw the bounce house scene with all of the topless girls, and I was like,
I want those.
You're like, I want
to be
You're like,
that
that's
girl.
my dream.
I want to be that girl with her boobs out at parties. Because also I like was super weird, didn't have many friends, didn't get invited to any parties.
Middle school?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm such a party girl now, is because like
I saw that movie just in that
time frame, and then like I did all of middle school, all of high school, like never got invited to parties, like never had friends, like anything. I didn't start having
all
friends
of high
until
school too.
Until I was an adult. I think I got invited to 2 parties my whole high school thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was kind of the same way.
Yeah, I just didn't really have any like friends. I was kind of outcast.
Definitely did not.
Yeah.
I set up the high school parties. Funny enough. Yeah, my curfew was so early.
Yeah.
That I would set up.
You're like, you know what?
The
We're just gonna
parties
do it here.
that I could not attend.
That's so funny. That explains you so well.
Honestly, yeah.
That makes so much sense. Like you've been a mom as long as you've been alive. Do you understand that? Like that's really
That
funny.
is a super mom thing.
That is
to be like
you're like,
I just want to
you know what, kids, just come over here.
Yeah.
you kids have fun now. And you're like, I brought extra napkins.
It's funny because like my friends from high school years later, they're like, yeah, remember that one time like I was not there? They're like, yeah, you were. I'm like, I was at none of the parties, guys. They're like, no, you did the set. I'm like, yes, I did the setup.
Yeah. And then I had to leave.
And
then I left, and I was
then
home.
it was my curfew. Yeah.
That's so funny. No, but I saw Project X.
Yeah.
And that's just like, now that's why I'm like, I don't know, like, do people view me as like party girl? Is that kind of like how I come off?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you're
not
like,
necessarily with a negative connotation.
Yeah,
No.
I think you're here for a good time.
exactly, because you're
Yeah.
fun and you're bubbly and like extroverted.
I love it.
So like, and you know, you're not afraid to pull your tits out.
I'm not
so,
afraid
like,
to pull my tits
that's
out.
like that's the defining party girl trait, I think,
Well,
is
and I
not being afraid to pull your tits out.
Yeah, and I understand your like simple life shtick.
Mm-hmm.
I've
You know
never
what I
seen
mean?
what Simple Life.
Yeah, like Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie.
Oh, yes.
Years
that
later,
is very much you're
I've
in the
recently
same.
watched it and been like, I
Yeah.
was such a little asshole, like hating on her, and I'm like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
like,
It's
he really
hilarious
doesn't
and
get
brilliant, and it's
Yeah.
like,
no one gives the flowers because of like the connotation of like, oh,
Yeah.
they're bimbos. It's like, have you ever like
Right.
guys can be stupid and bimbos and
are
will
so
watch it
stupid.
and be like, this is comedy genius, like
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber. But when girls do it,
Yeah.
then they
Suddenly it's yeah.
yeah.
Dude, you're
But that-
so right. You're so right.
Yeah, Dumb
Well,
and
that's the
Dumber's
thing
is,
fine,
like-
but Simple Life isn't. It's basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
It's
have
like
to
kind of
tag
the
it
same
with
thing.
something so stupid because you brought up Dumb and Dumber. Last night I did the improv open jam, and they play this game where it's like they'll say an actor, and you have to like basically turn the movies that actor has been in into a porno title.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I own this game. Yeah.
I got like called up to do it, and it was Jim Carrey, and I literally, people were coming up to me and being like, that was so funny, and it's because I said, you're like in a line and you just step up and say it, and I'm like, Jim Carrey's newest pornographic film, Come and Comer. And I'm like, that's the funniest thing I said. That's the funniest thing I said was Come and Comer. I also said Jim Carrey stars in the trilogy movie Sonic Come. It was like so stupid, and they were like, "Dude, that was fucking brilliant."
Like you're a genius.
You're a genius.
Dude, Come and Comer is hilarious.
Oh, I also said another one. I had a lot for Jim Carrey. I've seen a lot of Jim Carrey movies. I was like, Jim Carrey stars in a pornographic film with a woman who's very good at orgasms. Liar, liar.
I like that.
Dude, that's
one.
great.
That's the fun one.
No,
Nice.
but so back to the titty picture.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I saw Libby there,
Yes.
and I'm like, okay.
You're like, I've got an idea.
It's go time. And I had I had minimal dinner, exactly 2 tequila sodas. And that's a perfect recipe for I need my boobs out now.
Yeah.
It's usually around the 3rd drink.
Tequila soda.
I feel the itch to not have my boobs in anymore.
I get it.
And I saw her with her fancy camera, and I was like, I kind of said it as a joke. I was like, do you want to take a picture of my boobs? Thinking she'll say no, and she's immediately down.
No, Libby's down as fuck.
She's immediately down. Like,
She's such a down ass bitch.
That's
Yeah,
what
she
I
is,
like.
yeah.
You know,
knowing
her
that,
and Floyd, adorable together.
Yeah.
That's how down ass bitch she is. They're so
Aw.
cute. Yeah.
she's
she
so
really
sweet.
is. She's the
She
fucking
was
best.
so down for it. She's like, yes, of course. I was like, okay. Can I do it now? So I'm kind of just like in this like weird tequila haze where I'm just kind of pushing the boundaries. And she was like, yeah. Pulls out her camera. Like, I feel like we were kind of playing a game of chicken. And I was like, okay, let me know when you're ready. And I was like, I'll count to 3. And I just, like, pulled them out. Literally, no one else heard this. There's tons of people around.
Oh, I saw Preston Hart just like look.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
yeah. No one was aware of what was going on because I wasn't being very loud. Like everyone was talking around me, and so I'm just saying this like directly to Livy. So I just like do it, and like she actually took 2 because the first one, the one that I posted, she was like, it's like really overexposed. But I liked the way that it looked because it's like you can only faintly see everything. But I still put the stars over there because Instagram.
Yeah. I get that, yeah.
But I just was like, this is such a Project X moment.
Okay.
And I love it because, so for my 21st birthday, my dad threw me this huge party at my uncle's house where he used to live. And my uncle used to live in this big house in Franklin with like a pool. And they lived together. And I was like, I want a big party. He was like, cool. And he called it Project Sky. And he had like a pink glitter runway, a balloon arch, a backdrop that was like Project Sky. My mom got like a birthday cake that was like and like the backdrop said Project Sky, and like the Gucci logo. And then like my mom got me like a Gucci logo cake that was like 21 Project Sky. And like my friend's boyfriend DJ'd. My dad hired his friends to be bartenders for the night, like rented a frozen drink machine, like got all the booze.
That is so sweet.
Catered food.
Nice.
Like it was crazy. He paid off the Franklin police to not come.
He thought of everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Paid off the police.
This party has everything.
Includes everything. Police corruption.
Corrupt police, a swimming pool. We even have strawberry daiquiris.
Troy hit it out of the park with that one. That's
literally. But like I didn't get my boob job until I was 23. So I was like, it was closer, but I was like, I don't have the boobs.
Yeah.
I don't have the boobs. I'm so sad.
Yeah.
But I was like, now that I have them, I'm like, this is my final form.
Was that party like the impetus for you to like get boobs, or like was it already in motion before that party?
I have known that I wanted to get a boob job since I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
Hey, fair enough.
Because I used to get bullied for like not having boobs, and my mom was like, they'll come in. They never did.
I get that.
But like I've always had like a broader, curvier build, and just with no boobs, I felt very like masculine, and I didn't like that.
I didn't get mine until I was like seriously like 26, 27.
Really?
Man, so there's still hope. That's what you're saying. I'm 20. I mean, I'm 27 right now.
There is kind of like this second puberty.
Second coming?
There is kind of like this second puberty.
I'm waiting for the first coming.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, what can we?
You just get like a little curvier everywhere, and you're like, where was this?
That happened to me. Like all of a sudden, I was just like,
there's
weight sticking in here.
Yeah.
More than it should.
25, man.
Yeah.
That's when it. Yeah. That's when it
around
starts.
that time.
But that's the thing, is like it's not bad, and like everyone who like sees me now is like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But then I look at old pictures, and then they're like,
yeah. It's just how your body.
Little Sky looks really weird. Like I've no, if I'm like too skinny, like I've like battled with like eating disorders like my whole life and like all that stuff where like I was like really like my body is not meant to support like no weight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I realized you can't change bone structure. Mm-hmm. Like I'm always gonna have broad shoulders. I'm always gonna have wide hips.
Yep.
Like I can't change my build. You can't change your bones.
Yeah.
So then if I have no meat on my hips, I look like SpongeBob.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's really weird. It's scary. Sometimes I'll see it and I'll like show my friends and they're like, gah.
Yeah. It's
Skinny Sky is really scary.
Dude, really scary. Yeah, because I was like 12, 13 in 2002, so it's like it was like in the prime of People magazine.
Yeah,
and, like the tabloids.
Like, if you're like 130 pounds, you're fat.
Like we just watched like.
I think I'm only 80.
Yeah.
But like we were watching like Tim Burton's Batman with like Alicia Silverstone
Silverstone.
Yeah. Is Alicia Silverstone?
Yes.
Okay. But anyways, like she's
Batman?
wearing she's like wearing the Catwoman suit. Is it Alicia? No, it's somebody. Everybody's gonna be yelling in the Catwoman. What the
no.
This blonde pretty chick, right? Is like Catwoman, but
the girl
like
from Clueless.
Yeah. Is it? I think it's somebody else. I'll remember it later probably. But like
I'm gonna be Jamie.
Yeah. But it was like her like waist she was curvy, but apparently it's like it gave her like actual like physical harm to like wear that suit and be like and this was like in a lot of movies,
ribs and organs.
Yeah.
Oh absolutely. In a lot of movies they were like telling us that this body was
this is
possible.
what's normal when it's actually like destroying.
Yeah, because it's funny because they'd be like, I like curvy chicks, but only skinny curvy chicks, and like you can't have both of those at the same time,
No.
hardly ever. And I'm like, choose fucking one.
Okay.
And no, they never do. They're like, we just want somebody fit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no,
Even though I look like shit, I think I want the girl that that's in Batman.
oh yeah,
That's who I deserve.
Kim
Aye.
Basinger,
Kim
Basinger?
Basinger. Oh, does she
No.
play
Jerry Hall.
She plays Eminem's mom in 8 Mile.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
I just watched that recently.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
It's Tim Burton, Catwoman. Look up Tim Burton, Catwoman.
Anne Hathaway?
No,
No,
no.
I'm
she-
kidding.
No,
Yeah.
I think it is Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, nice.
No, because it's not the Clueless lady, because that's Alicia Silverstone.
That's definitely Alicia
God,
Silverstone.
this is gonna drive me crazy.
Oh, it's Michelle Pfeiffer.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Closest thing to
Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen.
Oh yeah, Michelle. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. If you watch that movie, like, yeah, she's a hot piece, but yeah,
Yeah.
she's wearing corsets the whole time.
Riptide.
That like literally.
Yes, like
I'm so
that
sorry.
was my first thought. I couldn't think of her name, but I thought of
know,
that
I
stupid
was like-
fucking song.
Literally the whole time you're talking, I'm like.
Riptide.
Sorry.
Oh, coming down to the
Because he says closest thing to
Think of
Michelle
Michelle
Pfeiffer
Pfeiffer
that you've ever seen.
Ethel Cain
Yeah.
also has a song called Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
I need to get more into Ethel King.
Yeah, you guys both need to get into Ethel Cain because, like,
You guys know Rob
interesting.
Schneider's her dad, right?
What?
Fun fact.
Wait.
Ethel Cain.
Rob Al King.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Ethel Cain.
Oh, that.
Ethel
you're sure.
King has that one X's and O's. Does she sing that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how I know that.
Yes.
but-
Apparently, Rob Schneider's a piece of fucking shit.
Rob Schneider. He's
Yeah, apparently he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Actually.
Wait, who is he? I keep thinking of Dan Schneider. Who's Rob Schneider?
Hot chick.
Schneider
Hot chick.
Blah, 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 blah. Like he
Oh.
does all the movies where it's like
Oh,
he's a guy.
black
it's
hair?
trying to blend it. Yeah. Black
Okay,
hair.
I think I know who that is. Okay,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think so.
South Park makes.
Have you
fun
seen
of
the
him a
movie,
lot.
Yeah.
The Hot Chick, where he's like, Jessica, I'm in here.
No, that's a
I
good
haven't.
one.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Hot
one.
chick?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
You'll
watch
know
it.
him if you see him.
Okay.
I
We
want to
should
be
do
Jamie.
Mystery Science Theater episodes too. That'd be fun.
What's
Excuse me?
Mystery Science Theater?
Mystery Science Theater was a show that used to be basically they put bad movies on the TV and
Mhm.
then they'd like react to them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
They did a
That's
show.
fun. I like that.
They did a show for a little bit like that at the Indie,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually went and I brought some of like my Cabana friends, and we had the best time. I think it was like it was Drew and Mercer. I think were like reacting, and it was really funny. It was like this really bad horror movie. It was.
Oh, that's fun.
It was funny.
Oh yeah, I forgot they used to. Do they still do that? What's it, what do they call it?
They have Watch Party, but it's not.
Yes. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have something called Watch Party, but it's not like a talking at the screen thing. But I think we could watch. I don't think we can play it, but we could be like, this is an accompaniment to this
Yes,
movie.
yeah.
Play it this time.
Right.
Wait, there's a podcast that I like, and they do that with DComs, Disney Channel Originals.
Oh,
That's so
there you
fun,
go.
actually.
Yeah, it's
I would
cool.
watch that.
Hilarious.
I like it.
Those movies are so. I would love to watch those back. 'Cause They're
Mm.
so bad.
You know that girl from Halloween Town, like the main character?
Marnie.
I cannot. I hate her lip quiver so much. I've
She
hated
does
it
quiver a
since,
lot.
since like the first moment I saw it. when I
I'm
was,
not.
Like, 10
I
or
haven't
something.
watched it
She
in
goes,
so long.
No, I can picture exactly. You know.
Ugh.
You know what's funny is that Halloween Town is where I knew Debbie Reynolds from. Like when someone be like Debbie Reynolds, I'm like, yeah, the grandma from Halloween Town.
Whatever
She's in
gets
other
you
stuff.
there.
Wait, what else is she?
She's in like Singing in the Rain. Like she's
Oh,
like a
she's
huge
like a-
Hollywood star.
But you're like,
And then-
Oh, too
Halloween
young. You're
Town.
like, that's the mom.
Yeah.
That's a grandma.
I'm like,
from
oh
Halloween
shit.
Town.
She's Carrie Fisher's mom. Like she.
It's like that one guy
Oh.
that played Bernard in the Santa Claus. No one's ever gonna know him from anything
No.
else.
Absolutely. Wait,
Yeah.
what's his name?
That's Bernard from the Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's Bernard. Yeah.
No, I've even seen him on podcasts. They've said his whole spiel and what he's done, and he's
Couldn't-
like, I can't believe people still call me Bernard.
Well,
Sorry,
also,
man.
the
It's
same
iconic
thing happened-
role. What do you
Yeah.
want?
It is. It's really good.
Yes.
The same thing happened to me, but with Larry the Cable Guy. My first introduction to him was Mater.
Aw, that's cute.
Larry the
Cars.
Cable Guy.
But that's the thing is like they're separate in my brain.
Get her done.
No.
Mater, Toe Mater.
I know Mater. Like I know the voice
Yeah,
of Mater.
Yeah, exactly. But
So he is Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, he's voiced
Okay.
by Larry. I learned about Larry the Cable Guy after Mater.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm still unaware
So
of the Cable
people
Guy.
older than us don't like Cars because there was Larry the Cable Guy had this big thing, and he was everywhere, and you couldn't get rid of him.
Oh.
I guess.
Yes.
And so
well,
then when
and Jeff Foxworthy had like 3 or 4.
Are you smarter than a
comedians under
5th
him.
grader?
Yes.
Okay.
It was during that whole.
That's that guy.
That's that guy.
Oh, I love it.
That's
yeah,
a fun
during
show.
that whole craze, it was like a whole here's your sign, the whole redneck crew. So there was
okay.
like Tater Salad, Larry the Cable Guy, Jeff Foxworthy, and like one other dude that everybody forgets.
Gotcha.
The only person I
Including
know
me.
was Larry the Cable. Like I've heard of it, but
Yeah.
like
I'd have to see a picture.
it's not. Picture like a white guy.
Okay, perfect.
Picture like
Done.
a older hick looking white guy.
Easy.
That you
You
would
got it.
find on the Rouge River.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
so like kind of white trash a little bit?
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
Gotcha.
Like he's got dip in his lip for sure.
Gotcha.
I hear
okay.
that they're not in real life actually that hickish. They've,
No,
like,
I'm sure
made
it's a
the
character.
They're
shtick.
probably rich. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a character. Yeah, well, I'm also like we all have kind of characters.
Shticks.
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
have
for sure.
shticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I'm different than this.
I mean, like it's like I feel like all of our comedy is true to ourselves, but like you come off way more dry in your set,
Yeah.
but it adds to it, and
Yeah.
you come off like way more cynical. Like you're obviously
Oh,
like
yeah.
pretty cynical
Yeah.
in person, but like you give like
I
yeah,
like dark shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my dark cynical.
For
it's
sure.
a part of you, but it's like exaggerated. But also I
Yeah.
give like I'm so stupid. I don't even know why.
Yeah, more like
It-
bimbo energy when
yeah.
you're not actually.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's but it's
I
like
see that.
I have like it's all qualities that like we have.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's like
That's
the
just,
like- Yes,
qualities
that just, like,
that
amplified,
we
yeah.
like the jokes of more. So
Maybe,
it's like
yeah.
you must
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
you when you go dry, you must like those because I like
Yeah.
my cynical jokes the most.
Yeah.
Because I feel like other people aren't making them.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like
that makes
people
sense.
need to be cynical. It's not
Yeah.
like I
Someone's
wanna
got to do it.
Someone's
Like-
got to make these comments. Someone's got to make everybody feel like I need to hug my mom more. Like
We all serve our purpose. Like you need to make people a little bit sad with your comedy. You need to mumble about high observations in a monotone voice.
There you go.
And no one else is doing it like you. And I need to exploit my sex life in a really funny way.
There you go.
There you go.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom,
We've
boom,
all
boom.
got
Done
our
it.
we've all got our purpose. Yeah.
I like to sneak in like smart shit in it. I've been
Yes.
getting better about it. Like the Icarus thing, I didn't realize how many people don't know who Icarus is.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
I'm like, that's crazy.
I don't know a lot of things.
And also,
even
I
know
said
that.
Yeah.
I said magnum opus
Mm.
earlier.
Yeah.
And the same person who didn't know who Icarus was asked me, what does magnum opus mean?
Say names. I'm kidding.
Taryn, if you're watching this, and I know you're not.
Taryn Waffles?
No, it's a girl I work with.
Okay. There's other Tarens. I was like, Taryn.
I know her.
No,
Yeah.
it's Shara's cousin that
Oh,
works
that's
with
funny.
us.
How is she young?
No.
Okay. Well, a lot of
She's
people
just-
don't know what the Odyssey is. I've learned that
Or the Iliad?
recently. Or if they don't know what the Odyssey is, or the Odyssey,
That's
I don't think they know what
crazy.
the Iliad is either. I know, because they're coming out Christopher Nolan is making the Odyssey, like a movie, and it's gonna
Whoa,
have
Really?
I think like Zendaya's gonna be in it.
Okay.
She's
She's gonna be Helen of Troy, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's like gonna be a bunch of stars in it. I can't remember who else. I just remember Zendaya for some reason. But that's what there was like all this discourse on Twitter because people were like, apparently, they're like, oh, if you don't know what the Odyssey is, you're stupid. And then other people were like, oh, well, you know, people don't have access to education. And then there's
I was
like,
gonna
it's
say
like, well,
you should have learned it in school because I learned it because
right.
school.
I never
Yeah.
read the Odyssey, but I fucking know what it is. You know,
Exactly.
like it's like one of those things you just kind of should pick up at least
Yeah.
somewhere.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know.
I also really liked the History Channel growing up, but now the
Yeah.
History Channel isn't like a fucking thing. So
It's not?
Well, like it is, but it's all reality shows that happened.
Oh,
Like
I
I
see.
think in 2008 or 9 they started
Yeah.
doing just reality shows, but it used to be like
Yeah.
Don't they have those like cryptid shows on the History Channel? Where
I
they
hate
try to
yeah,
those
find
now
shows.
it's
cryptids?
all cryptid stuff. I love
This
cryptids.
It's all
Cryptids.
cryptid and cryptid. It's all.
That is my like dumb thing that I like. I
Yeah?
do love cryptids. That is
Wait,
my
I'm-
Cryptids
dumb
are fun. Cryptids
What
are
is
like
it?
the last fun conspiracy
Like
theory.
Sasquatch, Wendigos,
Oh,
basically.
that's fun. Yeah, Mothman.
Mothman.
Yeah,
those are
that's
all
fun.
cryptids.
Yeah, those are I like that is like my true hope. It's like those are the last fun conspiracy theories because now like
Yeah.
they're all like really harmful and damaging.
I know, but
Yeah.
I want the
And
fun
political.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I like it when it was just like I think Justin Bieber's a lizard. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fun. Whatever.
Sure.
I don't know. Who cares? But now it's like, did you know that like medicine is actually bad and will kill you and we
Yeah.
shouldn't have medicine? And I'm like, it's weird.
Yeah,
It's
we've taken it too.
We've taken it too far.
Yeah.
It's not fun anymore.
It's not fun. It's not fun. And
No,
people.
this is a dystopian society.
Did you ever watch Nova growing up?
Yes.
I like Nova a lot. I used to. I got PBS as like a side thing for Amazon, and I was really into Nova for a second.
I don't know what
They still. You should. It's a PBS show.
Like all about space and things.
No, but now they've got episodes on like all sorts of like subjects
I used to watch
and
a
stuff.
lot of PBS.
Yeah, I love PBS.
Nova.
It's like
because a newer one.
Yeah, is it? I don't know. I think it's something that like when I was a little kid, thought was boring, but then like as I got older, I was like, oh.
I was watching Maya and Miguel.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I never watched it, but I remember it.
I liked Maya and Miguel. That one was cool.
Because
like space stuff.
Maya and Miguel. No, it's just like a Mexican brother and sister.
That's
That's literally all it is. And I was like, hell yeah, Dora too.
Yeah, because you used to play little games online, and I remember there being Maya and Miguel.
Okay,
game.
I'm gonna say something, and I need you to acknowledge me if you know it or not.
Okay.
Fetch with Ruff Ruffman. You know it?
Yeah. Fetch. That's so fetch.
Oh, Mean Girls?
No.
No. Okay.
No,
No.
it was a show. It was
No.
called Fetch with Ruff Ruffman.
Oh.
Ruff Ruffman?
And it was a game show for kids that a cartoon dog hosted. But
That's
it was
fun.
real life kids competing.
Huh.
What?
Wait.
It was really fun to
Real
watch.
kids competing?
Yes,
With
real
a
kids.
cartoon dog.
Yes, but it was like, oh, we have a video of whatever. But the host of the show was a cartoon dog, but it was real kids doing like real challenges.
Okay.
It was awesome.
That sounds fun.
And the dog was like kind of a snarky asshole. And it was like really awesome. It was really cool. I liked it a lot.
Snark back to cartoons. Jesus.
Yes.
There's no. I mean, maybe I'm ill-educated on children's television.
I guess.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
But
Well.
I actually just was so I wasn't allowed to watch like a lot of shows growing up because I have like a really religious mom.
Yeah.
And I wasn't allowed to watch the main Cartoon Network shows when they were popular. Like I wasn't allowed to watch Ed, Edd and Eddy, Billy and Mandy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and like all the big ones.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch any of them. So last night I was hanging out with a friend and but we like literally just like I was like telling him that I think he had brought it up like as like referencing something. I'm like, I've never seen any of them, and then he was like, oh my god. So we picked up a pizza and he literally like showed me all of them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like cartoons used to be like just stupid, because I was asking like, because it feels like a lot of cartoons now like they have to have some like deep thing.
Yeah.
And like I kept asking him like, so like we were watching Billy and Mandy like, and I'm like, well, how do they know Grimm? And then I was like, we don't know.
We
don't know.
We don't need to know.
And so I'm like, okay, maybe it's the first episode. I was like, oh, they never establish anything. It's just you just take it at everything is just so at face value.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's literally all it is. I'm like, oh hell yeah, this used to be stupid, and then it's like, and it's not based in reality at all.
Do you guys think SpongeBob was like that? Like where it was just kind of, because I feel like there are definitely obviously some episodes that had maybe like a, like, you know,
this was the backstory,
right, or like
Well,
a
they at
moral
least
of the story, or like
They kind of establish characters more though, where it's like, oh, SpongeBob knows Squidward because they're neighbors, but they also work together.
Yeah,
and then,
that's true. There's more like
Patrick's like his friend, but they also live on the street,
yeah,
like the same street, and like Mr. Krabs is the boss.
So they don't do that with Billy and
No,
Mandy, or the
Nope.
Huh.
Nope.
Interesting.
Nope, not even a little bit.
Wow.
Like it's not even like I thought maybe for the first episode it'd be like, we got the Grim Reaper, so cool. No, he's just always there. They're like, hey Grim. It's just nope. He's just always there.
I think it's like her imaginary best friend just happens to be the Grim Reaper, sort of a thing.
That's kind of fun. I used to play those games online too. The little Billy and Grim Reaper. What was it called?
I used to play it because my mom wouldn't.
See, that's why I never watched the show either. I don't.
Really?
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yes, the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I was allowed to watch Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and that one was really funny because that one was like extra stupid.
Yeah.
Like that one was more like goofy stupid.
Yeah.
Like I felt like Billy and Mandy had more of like a little young boy humor.
Yeah.
You know.
Foster's Home was just
like straight up like it felt like a bunch of improv kids like came together and made a cartoon.
Yes.
That's kind of a fun.
That's usually I think what happens.
Yeah.
It's funny, like as comedians, I feel like we're all thinking like, oh, we're stand-up comedians now, but we can be actors and this that later. But then like the more you think about it, you're like, oh no, they're all improv people.
Yeah.
All the people that end up being
doing
writers
shit.
and other stuff, they're all improv people, not
I love
not stand-up. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm
love
like, fuck,
improv.
what am I doing now?
Yeah. I feel like you've got more into improv lately.
I have, and honestly, when I went yesterday, actually, almost every time I've only gone, I think maybe 4 or 5 times to an open jam. I've never taken a class or anything. I've
At
gone
Go or at Planet Ant?
both.
Okay.
I've done 1 at the Ant, 1 or 2 at the Ant, and then like 3 or 4 at Go.
Yeah.
And every time I've gotten off, even after the first time, everyone's like, "Oh, so like when did you start improv?" I'm like,
just
last
now.
week.
Yeah.
Last week, just now, and they're like, hello. It just like it comes more naturally to me.
Yeah.
And like yesterday, it was like I don't know many of the people, but like one of the guys that like was like running the show that had gone before like the open jam.
Yeah.
Like complimented me, and he was like, "Oh, like what class are you taking?" I'm like, "Oh, I start next week." And he was like,
"Yeah."
Oh yeah, you're taking the Planet Ant.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ant class, and he was like, "No shit."
The one that starts next week.
Yeah.
I might take that.
Please.
I was thinking about it. If there's still spots open, I might think about it.
It's Tuesdays at 7.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking because I looked that up recently, and I was thinking I would have to like switch around my work schedule, but like I kind of want to do it. And
I get off at 6, so I'm like, if I just head straight there from work, I can make it.
Okay.
Because like usually I get done with my last client at 6, and then I have to clean up, so I leave at 6:20. So I would get there like pretty much like a little bit before 7, if I leave like straight from there.
I got into stand up from improv.
Really?
Interesting.
I took So I mean, I actually started the improv club at my high school when I was like younger.
Again, this is all feeling very on brand for everything we're learning.
Yeah. You're so mom organizing things like.
Well, I wasn't actually the one. It was my 2 guy friends that really wanted the club, and then I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it!" Right? Yeah. But I took 3 classes at Go. Like the first 3 intro classes or whatever, and then at my 3rd one, I was like outside talking to somebody, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I do stand up too," and I'm like, "Really? Like, how'd you get into that?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I took this class," and blah. I'm like, "Really? There's classes for it?" She's like, "Yeah, it helps you do a 5-minute set." I'm like, "Oh, that's something I should probably do," and then that's how I got into the.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's who do you remember who it was that? Or
yes.
do they still do stand up?
I can't remember their name. But I see them all the time.
Yeah?
Oh,
that's funny.
I want to say Angela's her name. I'll come to it. But I see them around Planet Ant all the time.
Oh, cool.
But I have a feeling that I'm going to like, I don't think I'm going to like fully step away from stand-up, but I think that I'm going to take like a lot, like not, because I feel like this past year I've been like really, really in stand-up.
Yeah.
And I've been doing like too much stand-up.
Yeah.
Really?
And I I feel like I'm at the point where I'm like, I feel like I'm doing it because I have to, not because I want to.
Yeah.
And
that's a bad feeling.
And I feel very stuck. And I think that like going and exploring other creative and comedic outlets will be like really good because I'm like,
yes.
And then like the two worlds.
You guys should get into sketch comedy.
Yes, I want to.
Sketches.
I'm also gonna do burlesque.
I would love to do sketches again. Yeah, I want to get back into that.
Because I'm starting to get better at production stuff.
I'll do a sketch.
Because that is like the biggest hurdle, I feel like. Because like I would love to do sketch stuff, but like I don't know anything. And
I took an acting class in high school as like I just needed like an art credit.
Yeah.
And I refused to take like physical art because I can't draw for shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's too hard. No, thank you. And so they were like, do you want to take acting 101? Like my senior year, I was like, yeah. I kid you not. That is the only class in high school that I got 100% in.
What?
Acting.
Oh.
Acting.
Nice. That's the only class I got. Oh, nice.
That's the only class I ever got 100. Like I would get like 98, 99, and like if I got like an A in the class.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But I did like everything. I did so good.
Yeah.
Like and she was like, "You ever done theater?" I was like, "No."
Hell yeah.
No, I've never done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just a knack.
Yeah, it's just something you.
I think it came from not having friends and consuming too much
TV
media.
I think that's where. Okay,
and also learning how to make friends.
Yeah, I was a big TV kid.
Me too.
Big
TV
kid.
I lived for that.
Big
like
TV
going
kid.
home and watching. Yeah.
Yes.
Big YouTube
hours
kid.
on end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still sometimes.
Yeah.
We're kind of in the TV generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now it's like the iPad generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do YouTube stuff.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it.
No, nothing wrong with it. I just never got super into YouTube. Like, I like it every once in a while. Like, there's like some like channels or like I like video essays and
comedy
shit.
Troops there and like literally improvise and it like inspires me. It inspires me so much.
That's cool.
Like, you know, like Smosh used to be like Ian and Anthony, and now it's like basically like a big improv troupe. And they have like these really funny, like super creative shows, and it's so inspiring.
Oh, that's cool.
They have like a whole cast and ensemble of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is awesome.
Neat.
Yeah.
Hell
so
yeah.
Let's do it.
it's really cool.
What is?
Do it. Let's do different comedic adventures in 2025.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, I think
I also really need to show off my
2025.
naked body. I need to do burlesque. I need to do burlesque so bad.
Do it.
you could be like the person for the
Wagon
sketch
wheel
classes.
Watusi.
What?
I could be Cher. Wagon wheel Watusi. That's my only
Have
Cher
you guys
number.
heard Scott Stevenson share impression?
No.
I haven't. I imagine
He
it's
called
very
me
good.
one day because he was just so excited about his impression.
Oh my
And
god.
he's like, here's my impression of Cher, blah, blah, blah. And like every impression ended with, I'm Cher, bitch.
Honestly, that's spot on.
It is, I was
Yeah.
like, did she say these
I'm
things?
Cher, bitch.
I'm
That's-
Cher, bitch.
She kind
She's
of
so fucking
does.
cool.
If you ever look through her Twitter, it's the most fascinating thing I've ever seen in my life.
She's amazing.
She's
Really?
she as a human is a character. It's so
Yes.
funny. Like
I believe
She
it.
is a Taurus. We share. I think we share something.
She was
Really?
widowed so young. Think about that, like, because that's like
Oh,
kind of an excuse
yeah.
to say my like 1-for-1 marriage like successful, and
Yeah.
then you get to fuck off the rest
Yeah,
of your
exactly. They're like, well, not my fault.
Not my
It-
fault.
it-
Didn't get divorced.
So-
Boom,
yep.
boom. Like,
Oh yes,
look at
I'm
that,
just a widow.
God.
Widow
I kept
sounds
my
kinda-
promise.
I kept my promises.
Yeah.
Now I just get to fuck off this whole time.
Yeah.
And she can do whatever she wants.
You know,
she
I
has that
see.
right.
I hear what you're saying about the cynical, sad.
Yep.
I hear it.
Yep.
I hear it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I hear. It was like, do I make people sad?
but
Like,
no,
I
it's
hear
like
it.
fun. I don't
No,
see
it's
cynical as a
funny.
bad thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think you're.
I like inconvenient truths to be funny.
Yes,
Yes.
I would say you're like because I feel like a lot of us have like cynical like
Mhm.
elements to ours.
Yes.
Mine, I feel, are more self like deprecating,
Yeah.
Mhm.
whereas yours are more observational.
Yeah, I could see
And
that.
it's like, hey, here's something where that like you take something objective and then you kind of like add a little more light to like the negative side of it.
Mhm.
It's not
Yeah.
like you're like making it up that it's more negative, but it's like, hey, but you ever think about it this way? And everyone's like, that's funny, but what? But it's funny. It's like the way you
Yeah.
present it is very, very funny and also very like palpable. You know, like it's
Yes.
like it's not like too much where you're just kind of like, hey, you know the world's fucked. Like I don't like
Yeah,
that.
it's like
it never makes me
specific.
feel
I have
negative.
low self-esteem about my comedy lately.
Dude, I get that too. Yeah, I feel
I
you.
think everybody gets like that
It's-
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I know. Yeah, we
well,
all
not me
feel-
because I'm the
yeah.
funniest person here, so I don't.
Because I was yeah.
That's
Obviously.
so stupid. But that's also my comedy is like overhyping.
Yes, you're very
Yeah.
hyperbolic,
It's
very
usually-
like
Yeah, like, it's- Like the way that I'm saying, like I'm sorry, I'm just like so hot and so talented, and everyone's in love with me, and it's literally not my fault. Like that's
Yeah.
like, it's. I'm saying it in a very like tongue in cheek like way.
Yeah.
Like, obviously being so like
anyone who like genuinely believes you're being 100% is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
they're
yeah.
dumb.
like it's so, to me in my brain, I'm like it's so exaggerated. Like obviously this is a joke.
right.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
and
I think I remember saying to you the first time I met you, like, because I met her.
Oh,
when
did you
she
guys
did
take
a
the same
Ridley's
class?
Yeah, because it was
Emily-
my second time doing it.
Skippy.
Yeah.
Why did I just call you by your government name?
I don't know.
I
That's
think
so
it's because I
funny.
went back to that time and your name was called out as Emily.
You went as
was
Emily
it?
then?
Did I?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
because I think you were just objectively like signed up, and it's just you put your name
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Bill just call it. So
Yeah.
no, Skippy was the first person I ever met in
Aw.
comedy at all.
Yeah?
In comedy at all, and it's because I walked in. I was like, I think I was one of the last people to walk in, and it was her and Shilpa sitting at a table,
Oh, yeah.
and everyone else, I kid you not, was not over the age of 50. Like no one under the age of 50.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
It was an older class.
It was an older
There's-
class, and
yeah.
but like that's the thing. It's like everyone ended up being like really nice, but like
Yeah.
I went just upon first glance, I was like, I have nothing in common with these people. Younger
Yeah.
people, young people.
Yeah. You can
We
just
gotta run
gravitate
now.
towards people your age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard 'cause she came in because she accidentally bought a vape that was low nicotine.
Yeah.
She didn't
I
realize
forgot
it.
about that.
It was so funny to me 'cause she's like, "God damn you millennials, and you don't fucking smoke."
Oh yeah, because I kept asking you for a vape. You're like, I don't have one.
I don't
And
smoke,
I'm like, what
and
the
you're like, "God damn."
This is our first interaction, by the way.
Like, why the fuck do you have a babe?
No, but I came up to you afterwards, and I'm like, I see you. I'm like, this is very simple life-esque, and I'm like, and I don't think other comedians are doing that.
Yeah.
Like, nobody else is doing the simple life toward of. it should have a better description than that.
I understand what you're saying though, because it's like, it's kind of, it's like similar, it's like on but off. Like there are like notes like inspired by like Sarah Silverman, because like her thing is just kind of like she just doesn't know, and she's saying stuff where, but like you, like she's saying stuff that's a little bit like offensive. But it's like you're like, oh, but
she's so
look
cute.
at her.
Naivety.
Yes, there is. I think that's a good word. Yeah, some naivete.
Because I present things that are like so outrageous, but I'm saying it so like, but like this happened, like blah, 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 and like everyone's laughing because they're like, that's fucking crazy. But I'm like, I don't know. And I just don't know.
Yeah.
And like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like if Icarus had big fat tits. The girl boss a little too close.
Are you gonna sell those stickers? I'll make all of us stickers.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea for a sticker. That's what I was just talking to someone about that.
That sketch is
about
incredible.
Like stickers and like making merch, like even if you're, because I'm like, oh, I should wait until I'm like farther in, or like till I'm featuring consistently or whatever.
No.
But like honestly, who gives a fuck?
But
like
also
people
merch
will still
is how people like. So in my opinion, right? Like I view it's like if I saw somebody with a super dope shirt that said somebody's name on it, I'd be like, who's that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
it's like
a good point.
walking billboard.
Yeah, advertisement.
It's like, oh, that shirt's
absolutely.
Cool. Who the fuck is that? I'm looking them up. Oh, they seem dope as hell.
Yeah.
I want the shirt anyway, but now I'm gonna look at their stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that should be another comedy goal. I think
I have so much merch of people that I have never heard of, and they have cool shirts, and then I find out later.
Yeah.
See, like I haven't been like I don't buy shirts as much, or like I just don't gravitate towards that stuff because I already have too much shit lately, and I feel bad. So even if something's cool, I just can't like.
I've thought about making you a sticker of a crumpled dollar bill going into a.
That's a
slot.
really good idea, actually.
I like
really
that
good.
one.
That's so smart.
That one.
Yeah,
I like
so
that a lot
you
too.
got the Icarus fat tits.
There you go.
Dollar bill on
I like that. What sticker? What would you do? What do you think?
Well, I already have one that looks like a punk rock band that says George Clooney's chin, and it's all like.
Oh
but
yeah.
It's like for shirts and stuff.
Can I suggest one?
Yeah.
Can I suggest one? I think it should be like a face in the water and like a little bubbles, and then it's just like a pancake.
Yes.
There you go.
That one too.
Yeah. With like
I want a sticker of a drowning child.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
It's like a pancake.
The first thing that
I do love that joke, but it's one of those jokes that I rarely do just because
I know,
it's
but
like
that's
audiences
my favorite
are
joke
hardly,
of yours.
If they're with me,
they
love the pancake joke.
But if they're not rocking with you can't bust that out.
Yeah, it's not even that. Even if they are rocking with me, I can lose them at the pancake joke.
Yeah,
so I usually,
delicate, huh?
It's one of those where it's just like you have
to really read the room.
Yeah.
Well, if I have longer than 10 minutes, I can always do the pancake joke.
Yeah.
Because it's like they've heard enough of my jokes where they're just like, oh, this is just the thing.
Yeah.
I understand
the shtick now.
Yeah.
They get the shtick.
Yeah.
But if I say it and it's less than a 10-minute set, they're just like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
That's my favorite joke of yours.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the first time you told that joke at New Way.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. Do you remember when Bill forced you to take me to New Way?
Yes.
That was so funny. He did. He literally did.
It was like literally like, take Skylar to New, and I'm like, okay.
You're like, wait, why did he want you to go?
Because he didn't want her to go by herself.
Oh, he didn't.
Well,
that's sweet.
I was like, he was telling me
like,
to
you're
go.
like, I guess.
Well, he was telling me to go to open mics. And I was like, well, and I had found out about New Way. I was like, I'm thinking about going. He was like, are you gonna go? I'm like, I'm thinking about going to New Way tonight. I don't know though. Like, I'm scared to go by myself. And then he literally just turned to Skippy and goes, Skippy, go with Skyward to New Way. And she's like,
okay.
Yeah.
And did it go well?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's great. I remember it was around Halloween time because you were telling me about your hormone monster costume.
Oh, I worked so hard on that.
And I remember just being
Is that from Big Mouth?
Yes.
I
was so infatuated by the idea.
I shaved foam for my hips.
Yeah.
I did like prosthetic horns. I did the whole 9 yards, and so few people recognized it.
No.
I did a big swing.
Sometimes you take a big swing. You gotta take big swings.
You gotta take big swings.
Gotta take big swings. I remember the first time I saw you was at Ridley's. I just remembered.
Oh yeah,
and, yes.
I met Nick before you too, because he's
yeah?
like, my girlfriend's in stage, and this is
my
before
girlfriend's
you
in
guys
there.
were public. I think.
Is it really?
Yeah, it was before you guys were public.
That's so funny.
I actually technically met Nick before you two, but
you
saw
guys both
you
met him before me.
So no, but like you know the story. I tell you it all the time. You know the story.
Wait,
the first time I saw you.
Oh yes,
you know the story.
I do. Yeah.
Did you see Sparkles?
I remember she messaged me on Instagram and it was like super sweet, and it made me so. It was like she's like, oh, like I saw you, like I just started doing comedy, and it was like the sweetest thing. And so I was so excited to like actually like meet you. It was really cute.
Okay, so I'll tell it really quick. So this is when we were in the class.
Yeah.
Like we had just started the class, and I made my best friend Maya that I work with. I was like, oh. Bill told me that I should check out the open mic on Wednesdays and like just to see other comics, because it's like it's a book, so it's like kind of weed people out. Like everyone's pretty good, at least a little established. So I was like, Maya, like come with me right after work, and we decide to sit front row center, and like because I think I bought tickets like maybe like 2 days before or something.
Yeah.
And we're sitting, I kid you not, front row center, and that was the first time I ever saw. Danny too.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Danny Bensley.
Yeah.
And so Maya's sitting next to me, and Emma comes out, and we literally like I can feel her looking at me, and she's looking at me, because she's like, oh, that's a girl you would love. Like, because Emma is like my ideal. I need you to know that Emma is my ideal woman, and like. Maya is fully straight, but just, like, knows me so well. And it's just like, oh, that's... Like, she was looking for my reaction, and I just was like... And then we were, like, literally enamored. And then she goes, yeah, I've been talking to this guy, and we both looked at each other like, fuck. We literally exchanged another look, like,
God damn it.
And then I, like...
another one to the
straights.
Yeah. And then, but then, I don't know, I don't remember... I remember messaging you, but I forgot that I had messaged you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know, but
because I screenshotted it because it was so cute. Because like anytime it was so sweet. I had to.
But you had no idea who the fuck I was. I was just like a stranger.
I know, but I forgot. I think I was going through my old pictures or something, and I like saw that recently. I forgot about it too. It's made me so happy.
We talked about it all on the car ride. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, did you see her? She was so funny and she was so pretty. Like, I hope, like, I don't know if I'll get to see her if I do comedy, but like, she you, both of you, when I first met you in my brain, like.
Yeah.
Gods.
That's so
literally,
sweet.
like gods.
Yeah.
You guys were gods to me.
Dude, I remember feeling that way too.
And
like,
now you guys are horse shit.
Yeah. You're like,
I fucking suck.
Now you guys fucking blow.
Oh my God.
No, but I was just like, oh my gosh, like they're so cool and they're so funny. And I hope one day I can be so cool and so funny. And I'd also just gotten out of like a really abusive relationship, and I had no sense of self.
Yeah.
And I just was like they seem so confident and like they can just tell their jokes, and like I just want to be like them,
and now you are.
And now I'm better than you. And it's funny how time.
It's funny how time.
It's funny how time really. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that works.
I think I'd only been doing comedy 6 months when I met you, maybe 6 or 7 months.
Really?
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I took it the second time, not that long after.
I remember you had a joke about I don't know, like your boyfriend like threatening to kill you in a car or something.
Oh yeah,
and I had the exact.
My first 5 minutes was about domestic violence.
And I also had like
story.
recently got out of an abusive relationship where that like same shit happened to me, and so I was like, I fucking like her because like I was too afraid to joke about that stuff yet. But like I like seeing someone that was like
it because like that whole thing about me co-signing for Chrysler 300 was real, and he was still making payments when I was doing that set, and I'm like
please don't.
Yeah, and he still bartends at One Eyed Betty's.
Oh God. Ugh, so you can't go there.
I know. I went there super pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Like Floyd, and I like had no idea it was fun.
Like fuck,
Thank
dude.
God he didn't come over.
Oh my God.
Jesus
dude,
Christ.
I know that's so scary.
My super abusive ex-boyfriend ended up coming to the showcase.
I remember this.
I had to scrap a bunch of my jokes.
That sucks so bad.
And then he yelled at me afterwards because I didn't tell any jokes about him, but I talked about how I was banned from Tinder, and I like a funny interaction I had on Bumble.
Yeah.
And he yelled at me because I was on Bumble.
And you guys were not together.
Like, and he also brought a bunch of his friends.
Yes, that was even worse.
What the fuck?
That like intentionally were mad to be there and would not laugh. Like he intentionally brought people who were like not
I know.
for
We'll
me.
kill him later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's we need to.
Yeah. We just had this like we'll do this later.
No, I will literally like name drop first and last name. Like I will dox the fuck out of this man. Like he is the only ex-boyfriend I have that like if he was laying in the street, I would step on him and keep walking. And I have had a ex-boyfriend that chased me in the street with a knife, and another one who had a drug problem and threw a whole pot at my head. I would help both of them before I would help that man, and that just shows how bad it is.
Well, that's because he's been bringing all of your friends to purposely bomb someone's
so
show.
Hateful.
So hateful.
Vindictive
and
little
I don't
bitch.
know why,
what
but
the
it's more
fuck?
hateful than the knife. I feel
No,
it
it
feels
is.
so
No,
much
it
more.
is.
It is.
It literally
I
is.
think what says a bunch of women that have been in abusive
Yeah, right.
relationships. No, he doesn't mean it with the
Yeah.
knife, but the show.
yeah.
You taking my show. That's
You-
right.
As comedians are like, that's so fucked up.
You
so
guys
fucked
came
up.
together and paid money
to come,
to come out and
And hate you.
Yeah.
hate.
sound
and
like
hate.
fans to me. Sounds like
Actually,
like
there are hate fans.
that's fan behavior.
I have met a few people that are hate fans of local comedians, and
that's so fun.
it's hilarious.
That's
like
so
very
funny.
shitty ones too. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Sometimes you do see someone so shitty that it's like you're kind of in awe, and like you do become like a secret kind of like fan of theirs for that
you just
reason.
wanna
Can I talk
see
about
them
fans
take.
Yeah.
for a second? And like this will come back to the Instagram picture, and then we can wrap it up.
yes.
So I like checked back on that Instagram picture that I took, which like I'm like that was my Kim Kardashian break the internet moment.
Yeah.
I think a little bit maybe. I looked at it last night, and it's gone up since. I didn't know that you can see how many people share it.
Oh yeah, I saw that little.
Oh yeah, your Instagram story. Yeah.
It's gone up. 10 people have sent it somewhere. 10 separate people have seen that picture,
And sent it
and
to
I
someone
can't
else.
see who it was, and that makes me so upset. Is I
Yeah.
can't see who
Dudes.
Did it.
shared it.
Dudes for sure.
Dudes are women that are haters.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
literally it. Yeah.
I live rent free.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
living rent
you
free.
absolutely live rent free in people's heads if they're sending shit.
Yeah, right. That
Absolutely.
That's
literally to
awesome.
take the
Yeah.
time to like show it to someone else. Like,
Yeah, because even if they're hating on you, they literally just shared your stuff. So.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel
you're
like
giving more interaction.
honestly, I feel really lucky. Like most people, like I mean, at least now, I feel like I've worked really hard to like gain respect as a comic instead of just like a bimbo girl who's at mics.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I get that.
And,
yeah.
and like
I think you have.
I do feel for the most part like respected as a comic, like most places I go, which I'm really grateful for because I
Yeah.
did work really hard for it. But like, I love now where like I get like haters.
Oh,
I think-
Yeah.
And like they want to like pull me down when they see me going
Yeah.
up, but I find a lot of comfort knowing that no matter what, I keep showing up everywhere. You're not gonna forget about me. I'm
Oh,
still
yeah.
gonna be a name in someone's mouth that's near you.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
be on a flyer you're gonna see.
Yeah.
I'm going to be mentioned by this person or this person or this person. Or
Yeah.
you're gonna see me there because I got invited.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
You
That's
can't
the
get
best
rid
way to
of
look
me.
at it. Yeah, exactly.
No press is bad press.
Mm-hmm. And if they're bothered that much, like that's
Yeah.
on that. They're clearly like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The best part about like performance and comedy is like wanting an audience and wanting to stay relevant.
Yeah. That's where I'm
I
you
will
go.
never not be I've literally learned like I will never not be a relevant person in comedy. I
Nice.
feel.
Hell yeah.
Unless I like just die.
Well, let's hope that that's not.
God willing.
Yeah, yeah. Inshallah. Yeah. Yes.
None of you can die before me.
As your
That's-
elder.
Yeah.
I'm the supreme.
No, because I'd cry too much and I'd find a necromancer.
I'd be so pissed off. I'm like, I have like an arm that's like decaying. I'm like,
and I'd
you,
be like, young lady.
Yeah.
Like, you do not get to die on me.
you're such a bitch. My arm hurts. There's holes
fuck,
in it.
man?
Yeah. No, sorry.
Um,
Sorry.
Ah, frick. Frick.
Damn it.
Yeah.
What time is it? Should we wrap it up
What is
and
it?
get out of here?
What is it?
It's 7:18.
Oh, I think we probably had a clean
Yeah.
hour then. Look at us
Okay.
go.
Yay! I'm so proud of
Nice.
us.
Look at that.
I'm so excited to keep doing this. This
Hell
is
yeah.
So fun.
Me too.
I forgot
Actually,
we were
yeah.
doing a podcast. I was just geeking.
I
We're
know.
just-
That's
yeah,
exact. Well,
queening
that's what I
out,
wanted
yeah.
it to be,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we all like podcasts and being on podcasts, but you know, sometimes we're on podcasts where
you don't get to speak.
Yeah.
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 And then also, I think we all are like, oh, well, we want a free format, but like sometimes if it doesn't hit, I don't want to just.
You want
like,
that pressure
send
of
it.
like, like, oh, we still have to put it out. Yeah.
And
Right.
this won't be like that. If we just want to like cry and have a little pity party for a while, that's cool too. And I won't release it. It'll just be our pity party.
It's just like girl time.
See, that's what. Yeah, I love that.
Sanctioned girl time. That's literally the truest form of being an adult is when you need like
sanctioned time.
Sanctioned, scheduled, regimented girl time.
And also, we have to make, because we're all working comedians, we're just like, we need it to add to our brand, though. We can't just have it just be
it's all about the brand.
Girl time. It has to be recorded.
We have to exploit
we'll feel bad
it
for wasting time.
We'll
be like, we could have made
content.
That. Yeah, we should have recorded this whole thing.
Content. Oh god. Yeah, that's exactly why.
It's exhausting.
Well, you were talking about like not. Well, okay, we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
All right, that has been the first episode of Kung Pao and Puff Girls.
Yay. I'm Bubbles.
I'm Buttercup.
I'm Blossom.
Oh. All right, yeah, we should go.
You sure have.
That's,
no,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I haven't.
That was so painful.
I'm Blossom. That was her, right? She had really mundane energy.
Yeah, you're right. They're not completely correct Powerpuff Girls.
No, not anatomically. Well, no. That's fun.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
I loved that we all got to talk.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That we actually all got to like share our opinions and like, you know.
Wait.